So hello and welcome to all of the beautiful Rainbow Warrior mermaids, soul-led creators, and heart-centered entrepreneurs that are joining us here live in the Zoom room, and also anybody joining from Facebook and on the live stream. We're so glad you're here with us. Welcome to HerPower Connections, where purpose meets connection. I am Callie Rose. I am the co-founder of the Rainbow Warrior Mermaids community and the HerPower Heart Energy Retreats program. And I have an amazing partner in crime who is not here with me this morning. Her name is 𝗔𝗶𝗵 𝗭𝗏𝗧𝗏. She is normally co-hosting with me, but as many of you know, if you've been following along in our Facebook group, Lily is currently on this incredible journey called the Great Mother March. And as of tomorrow, they are on day 26 of their 500-mile walk. They have just passed through Charlottesville, Virginia. They are making their way towards Washington, D.C., and they will be arriving there next week. They're going to do this beautiful culminating event out on the National Mall on Earth Day, April 22nd. I think we'll probably have some live stream of that we will be able to share into the group. And you can also join that group directly. There is a group on Facebook for the Great Mother March, the Sacred Pilgrimage. So if that's something of interest to you, I highly recommend. Just like a very beautiful thing that they're doing to share love, to share light in the world. They're walking 15 to 20 miles a day, connecting with rural communities and smaller little cities and so forth along their route. They're sharing music and movement and love. They've got this beautiful mural of the divine feminine that they are painting and inviting people to come in the communities to join in and share their messages of unity and healing and remembrance. They're handing out hearts. It's really cool. So we're sending Lily so much love as she continues on that journey. She may in fact pop in today. I never really know if she has Wi-Fi access where she's at. So if she joins us, we will make some space for her to share a little bit directly about her experience. And meanwhile, today we're going to continue the same spirit of connection here in our Rainbow Warrior Mermaids Circle. For those of you who are new to this event, HerPower Connections is not your typical networking event. I like to call it networking with soul. Inside this space, there's no stiff elevator pitches, no pressure to perform, just real conversations with heart-centered entrepreneurs and space for you to be seen, to be heard, to be supported as you are. So we gather not just to share what we do, but really to connect to the why we do it. Because when we support each other's visions, we amplify impact in ways that we can never do alone. And that truly is the nature of the divine feminine, to grow as community and strengthen each other. So we're so much stronger together. That's why Lily and I have created this group, because we all need each other to shift the consciousness of the whole planet. We want to move from survive to thrive, and not just us, but all of humanity, right? So Rainbow Warrior Mermaids unite. That's our warrior call. So let's begin just by meeting each other. If you can turn on your cameras, that would be lovely, just so everybody can see your beautiful face. But we'll just go through the room and find out who you are and where you're located and what you do or what you're creating in the world, and one thing that happens to be lighting you up as of today, as of this moment. If you would just keep it to about 30 seconds so we can keep moving and we can get into introducing our featured speaker. So I'll share first briefly. As I said, I'm Callie Rose. I am an astrologer and I'm a coach and I'm a retreat facilitator, and I'm all about supporting soul-led creators to bring their vision into manifestation in the world. And that always looks a little bit different for everybody, and that's what makes it so fun and exciting. And what's lighting me up today, let me think. Oh, by the way, I'm in Santa Cruz, California, and I'm kind of excited. I just get to have kind of a light day today. I'm going to be spending the afternoon with my daughter, going over to take a look at housing options for the college that she's going to be attending this fall. And my husband and I have a wine tasting set up. So it should just be one of those blissful days where you truly enjoy being a soul-led creator and working for yourself because you get to take those times for yourself and for your family and your partner and just to live life fully. So that's what I'm happy and excited about for today. And Aiah, do you want to just share briefly who you are and where you're located, and then we'll move to the next person.
Sure. My name is Aiah Zemira. I am located in Cleveland, Ohio, right near the lake, which is beautiful, Lake Erie. And I am a medicine woman, lifestylist coach, and multi-passionate of many things. Um, and what is lighting me up the most right now is all the change coming this year. I'm going to be moving to a new home and just kind of like restarting my life, but like physically my dream life. So, searching for my dream home and, um, also activating my entrepreneurship to a new level globally, getting my mission out there. And so, just in every area of my life, I'm ready for the next level and I'm ready for new places, new people, all those types of things. So, change is the word I'm going to use.
Yay, that sounds beautiful. Hi, Julianne. Thank you for joining us. Tell us a little about you.
Yeah, hi, I'm Julianne. Well, let's see. I have been on an intense spiritual journey. I went sailing for 3 years on the open ocean. Previous to that, my idea of sailing was sitting in the cockpit with a glass of wine, so I had no experience. But now I'm an experienced sailor. We showed up to the Galapagos Islands the exact day the whole world shut down for COVID and was stranded there for 60 days on our boat. I met Lily in Bellingham. I put on a spiritual retreat called Spiritual Women Who Wine because I'm also a wine sommelier. Um, and I use one bottle for each element and then teach it through that. Like for air, I use a bubbly. And so I've done many little workshops with that. And, of course, wine all in moderation, but I truly enjoy, I see it like traveling in a glass. And I just finished and submitted my first manuscript for my book about this journey. It's been very intense. I consider myself a light worker here, and I have been attacked by a lot of darker energies. And so just teaching women how to truly empower themselves, nobody else is going to save us, right? So empowerment and joy. And I have 4 children. I'm in Anacortes area. I moved there from Seattle in 92. 4 children, 3 grandbabies. And so that's just me in a nutshell. And I'm so happy to be here. It just floated on my desktop. I'm like, yeah, I need to go. And, Lily mentioned it before, but so I do know Miss
Thank
Lily
you so
McGovern.
much for showing up. I'm
Thank
super
you.
excited.
Thanks for having me. It's really nice to meet all of you.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear more about you and like the wine and the astrology. Like you are speaking my language. I'm a Taurus sun, so
Oh, yeah. You're a Taurus, you said?
Mhm.
I'm a Taurus rising Aquarius. So, us Aquariuses have been quite asked to step up to the plate. And for me, it's been pretty intense. And if you guys, once my book gets out, I'll share it with you. It's been a
Awesome.
journey, I tell you. Yeah.
Amazing, Julianne. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Amy, you want to tell us about you? She's
There
on.
we go. I found the unmute button. Okay, so I don't know if this is gonna be 30 seconds because you guys, I'm high because I just got off. I'm like leaving the SPCA and I got to walk so many beautiful little spirits and souls today. And I'm just like, oh my God, my heart is so full. So the element of wine, the theme of wine. So I'm actually heading up to Hillsburg this weekend to bottle wine on the family farm. So I will be thinking about you guys. And yes, there'll be a bottle or two in your future, Golly. So I'm in Santa Cruz, California. And what is lighting me up is I came off of a really powerful weekend, you guys, where I got to dig into my rackets and headspace and really hone in on what lights me up and what I get to light others up with as well. And part of the practice that we did was I'm just going to say, sharing the gifts I see in you. So Kali, there's going to be a voice message in your future because there's so many gifts that I see in you and I get to share those with you, how you show up for me. So what do I do? You guys, in my day-to-day, like I help people reduce stress, deal with nutrition deficiency, eliminate toxins. I'm on day 2 of my nutritional fast. I should be breaking it by now because you really shouldn't fast more than 2 days. There's a lot of science and research behind that, but I am taking the spirituality back into fasting. So I kind of get a little giggly when people are like, oh, you drink shakes and whatever. And I'm like, it's so much more than that. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Stress, toxicity, nutrition deficiency. And I'm declaring right now, I am an advocate for anybody who needs to utilize GLP-1 medications in order to get to the next level. So I'm an advocate. I'm not a user, but I'm a huge advocate because we've got too many toxins in the environment. It's preventing us from shifting things in our body. So anyway, that was more than 30 seconds. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Amy. I'm drinking my Ionics right now.
Stress relieving. Good girl. All right.
Chris, tell us a little bit about you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Chris. I'm located in Sunnyvale, California. In terms of what's lighting me up today, I actually had a wonderful yoga nidra practice this morning. That was just amazing. And I actually felt very lit up and nourished by all the trees and the roots and nature around me. So that was just gorgeous and very luxurious in me. And this afternoon, I'm going to a wonderful sound session. So very just tuned into the energy going around today, which is just amazing. In terms of what I do, I'm starting a new business around retreats and life coaching, helping women that are extremely capable and successful. They're in midlife and they're just getting to this point where they're realizing they're on autopilot and just really needing to find a way to come back to center. They don't realize that how off they are. They just know something's off. And I'm focusing on helping them come back into tune with themselves, with their body, breath, presence, and just create space for like what wants to come in versus having all the noise from outside and around everyday lives kind of flooding them. So yeah, wonderful to meet you all though. This is fun.
Well, thank you, Chris. Tavia, are you there somewhere? I don't see you on screen. Oh, there she is. Hey.
All right. My name is Aiah Zemira, and I am from Santa Cruz. And what's lighting me up? Well, I'm going through a very transformative time right now. What's lighting me up is that the health of my family. We just went through it, and those around me, and we're still in it. So I'm grateful for the health of my family and them coming through the other side right now. And I am a spiritual mentor. I support others to return home to the truth of who they are and why they came, and to reconnect with their most authentic self and to utilize their life experiences in a way of empowerment and to propel them forward and to create positive change and to inspire others. I believe we're here for authentic connection. And when we connect to our authentic selves, then we can connect with others in that way. So that's what it's all about for me is peace, service, and authenticity. And that's what I see centered in for my spiritual practice. And that's the core of what I do.
Thank you so much, Tavia. Thank you all so much for sharing. I always love just feeling the energy and the passion and the purpose that comes into this space and, what each of us are doing that makes a difference in the world and serves humanity. So thank you all for being here. I'm so excited to introduce today's featured guest. It's Aiah Zemira. Aiah is a medicine woman, a healer, an artist, and storyteller, and someone who walks a deeply embodied path of transformation. Her journey began in the classroom as a teacher. We have education in common in our background, but life invited her into something much deeper. After facing a severe and debilitating illness in her early years and spending nearly a decade navigating the unknown, she emerged with a profound connection to healing, embodiment, and soul alignment. And today she supports women in reconnecting to their authentic selves, embodying their truth, and living in deeper alignment with who they came here to be. She brings a beautiful blend of wisdom, lived experience, creativity, and intuitive guidance. And she is also now the co-host of the 13 Moon Goddess podcast, continuing to share her voice and message in powerful ways. Aiah, we're so grateful that you are here with us today. I'm going to turn the space over to you for the next 25 minutes or so before we do our networking breakout.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me, and thank you everyone for being here. I'm going to begin with kind of sharing our outline for today and what we'll be doing. So part of my background is a storyteller, as well as I was a reading teacher in the classroom for 9 years, and I've always loved books. So our outline is going to be in storytelling format. So kind of our prologue, if you will, we're going to be setting the stage for kind of the portal of today. There's a lot of energy happening. And then we're going to center into ourselves, into our bodies, into our beings, so that we can really be present today. And then we're going to go into Act 1, which is going to be me sharing my story, but I'm going to do it in a kind of a unique way that will bring into, we'll do some healing while I share my story. And then we will go into Act 2, and this will be an opportunity for the hot seat. So if any of you ladies are going to feel called, I will intuitively, well, you can volunteer yourself, and then I'll intuitively choose, and you can have a personalized session and experience to do some holistic healing. And then we are going to go into Act 3, which will be kind of a collective global, sending our healing energy out to the world, because we need a lot of that right now. And then going into breakout rooms and connecting deeper with some questions and inquiry. And then we'll have closure. So that's our kind of structure and outline for today. So like I said, we're going to set the stage for today. And as we set the stage through this whole journey, it's very participatory, right? It's very experiential, because I could talk to you for, a very long time. But for me, it's so important for women to be empowered, for soul sisterhood. And so the more experience we can have, the more hands-on that we can have, the more that it can change. So as I'm going through this, we're going to be tapping and breathing. Those are going to be our modalities. So setting the stage. So today's portal, we have the new moon in Aries, then we have the sun in Aries, and we have a stellium, which is 7 celestial bodies in Aries. So we have a lot of fire energy. Now, if you're familiar with astrology, you might know what this means. Or you might be new to it. But what does this mean for us, right? We want to bring it back to ourselves. And so some of the words that we can use is sovereign self. So let's start with that word. Let's say all this fire energy, all this Aries energy is the sovereign self, right? And so we're going to start with tapping. So just tap your heart space. Find your breath. Inhale. Open your mouth. Exhale it out. This is your sovereign self. This means you right here. This is your heart. This is your center. This is who you are. This is your identity. So say, this is who I am. This is who I am. And you can just repeat after me. Also adapt as needed. If you need to say different words, I'm going to say words while I'm tapping. But you can always adapt it if something else comes through, or you can feel inspired and say those words. And then let's tap the top of the head. This is my sovereign self. So I am connected to my sovereign self. Go ahead and tap the side of the eye, inside the eye. I am connected to my sovereign self. Tap on the outside of the eye. I am connected to my identity. I am connected to my identity. Go ahead and tap the cheekbone. I'm being initiated today. Woohoo! Yes, get excited about it. This is your initiation, right? This is Aries, and Aries is initiation energy. Tap right above the top lip. And what we're doing is we're just tapping the body. These are meridian lines in our body. So say, I'm tapping my meridian lines. Okay, tap the chin. Now, what does that mean? Some of you may be familiar with EFT tapping. Some of you might be new. So this is how I think of it. I think of it as highways going through our body. So you can repeat that. I am tapping on the highways of my body. I'm tapping on my energy centers. Let's go down to our heart. So again, what does that mean? So think of traffic. If there's a lot of traffic in your body, that means stagnancy. That means things are stuck. Things are not moving. It doesn't really feel good in your body, right? So those are the highways are congested. They're clogged. They're full of toxins, full of programs. So we want to release those. So while we're tapping on these points in our body, we're saying, hey, body, I'm here. You can release. So let's say that. I'm here for you, body. And take a deep breath. Inhale in through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale it out. I am here for you, body. I am here for you, body. Tap underneath the armpit, saying, I can now release. I can now release. And it is safe to release. Go ahead and tap the rib cage. And you could tap one side, both sides. There's no wrong way to do it. Just listen to your body. Listen to your intuition. I'm guiding you, but always tune into yourself, right? I'm here for me. Repeat that. I'm here for me. I am in my sovereign self. Go ahead and tap the hip bone. Again, you can tap one side or both sides. Think of this as a place of where your divine feminine energy is really located. It's located in your heart, located in your hips. So say, I center in myself. I center and connect to myself. That's Aries energy. We're bringing it on. We're using all this fire energy today. We're tapping into that portal. And then lastly, just tap down your legs, tapping down your legs, tapping into your body, tapping into your being. And just say, it is safe for me to initiate myself today. It is safe for me to initiate myself today. Beautiful job. And then let's just rub our hands together, centering in ourselves. Beautiful job. This just, again, this is a way to center. This is a way to connect to your energy. If you ever feel highly sensitive, I know I'm very, very, very sensitive. It's coming back to your body and coming back to yourself. This is a tool you can use anytime you might be out in public or be in an environment. Just coming back to yourself. We're tapping and we're rubbing our hands. Okay, and so lastly with our prologue and setting the stage is we are here to create a safe and sacred space. We already used the word authenticity. Let's use the words real and raw, genuine, all these beautiful things, but we are creating a safe and sacred space. So you can even write that or repeat that. I am creating a safe and sacred space. I am creating a safe and sacred space. And let's breathe into that. Inhale. Open your mouth, exhale it out. Let's do that again. Inhale in through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale it out. You can repeat it again. I am creating a safe and sacred space. Beautiful job. So yeah, let's move on to our next, her Act 1. And so I'm gonna go ahead and share my story and why I'm here, where I came from, my why, all of that. But again, going to also include breath and EFT throughout this practice. And so part of my story began my first day of high school. And I woke up this morning and that morning and I started vomiting. And I had all this uncontrollable vomiting. And I was like, it was the moment I realized like something's wrong with my body, something's wrong with my health. And I was crying and I was just uncontrollable, feeling sick. My stomach felt sick. Part of it could have been nerves, but it is also the buildup of so much over time of childhood trauma, of suppression, of programming, all these things that just build up and culminated. And I spent 8 years in and out of hospitals trying to find healing and answers. And again, I'm sharing my story, but I also want to include you in it. So let's go ahead and tap the top of the head. Have you ever felt sick or had any symptoms? I just want you to tune into that and speak out loud and tell me and tell us in your body, where do you feel pain or where have you felt pain in your body? Have you ever had the flu? Have you ever had cancer? Have you ever felt sick? Have you ever had more chronic sickness? Speak it out loud. This is your opportunity because again, we want to release it and transmute it. And then just tap the inside of the eye. I felt so sick that day. So again, I'm saying the words, you can repeat it or you can adapt it. I felt so sick on that day. Go ahead and tap the outside of the eye. I didn't feel good. It didn't feel good. It did not feel good. Tap the cheekbone. I was so sick. And it didn't feel good. Take a deep breath. Inhale in through your nose. Open your mouth. Exhale it out. And the purpose of breathing is to move this energy. Purpose of tapping is to move this energy. We want to transmute it. So back to my story. I spent 8 years feeling sick every single day for 8 years. Like, this is why I'm here. Because, you know, I struggled. I know pain. I know challenge. And it took me on this journey and a discovery journey that I feel so passionate about. And so I was in and out of hospitals. I had over 50 symptoms that essentially the results were it was incurable, it was undiagnosable. I did not find healing. I was highly allergic to pharmaceutical drugs, so they made me 10 times sicker than I already was. So the vomiting became vomiting stomach acid. I had things like anxiety. I had acne covering my entire body from my face to my back, all the way down my butt. I was embarrassed. Just so many different symptoms, over 50, like I said. And so, again, coming back to storytelling, there is a happy ending to this. There is some resolution. And after 8 years, it was the end of 4 years was the 4 years in high school, and then 4 years of college where I was sick throughout that time. And I came home from college, and something I recognized in college is the food was making me sick. And I was like, this food was not good for me. Like, I couldn't eat the food because it was making me, like, my body felt sick after eating. And so when I came home from college, I'd graduated, completely done. And I have no idea to this day how it happened. No idea. But a magazine showed up at my house. I have no idea where it came from, if it was sent in the mail, if somebody picked it. I have no idea. But this magazine showed up in the mail. And this magazine was seasonal recipes and seasonal eating, and it was peach season. And so that is where my life changed for the better. And I started to teach myself to cook from this magazine. And so there was peach salsa, which was so delicious and so good. There was peach burgers. Oh my gosh, so good too. I love like fruit and the cheddar, and there were turkey burgers, but all these peach recipes. And it's interesting when I map out my entire life, it's paralleled with technology because Pinterest didn't exist at that time. YouTube didn't exist at the time. Instagram didn't exist, right? It was magazines and blogs. And Facebook existed, but it was very new, right? Like I used it in college, but it was like very new. But it was magazines and blogs. And so that's where I taught myself, and food became my first medicine. And so, yeah, so let's go ahead and tap on that. So let's tap right underneath, and let's first tap, because I felt like that magazine is like, it was a miracle, right? So let's tap on, I believe in miracles. I believe in miracles. Tap the chin. I believe in resolution. I believe in resolution. Tap on the chest. I believe that I can find my answers. I believe that I can find my answers. The answers are waiting for me. The answers are waiting for me. Take a deep breath. Inhale through your nose. Open your mouth. Exhale it out. Tapping on underneath your arm. I believe in divine intervention. I believe in divine intervention. That's how I felt now that I can look back. I didn't know it then, but I can look back and say that was divine intervention. So I believe in divine intervention. I believe in miracles. I believe answers can come to me. I believe in resolution. I believe my medicine is awaiting for me. Tap the rib cage. I believe the medicine is waiting for me. There's a medicine out there and it's waiting for me. Tap the hip bone, and I trust. Woo, how much trust is needed in our lives over and over and over again. I trust. I trust myself. I trust the divine or source or whatever word you want to use. The goddess, the god. I trust. Ooh, and let that energy move, transmute it. Okay, come back to center. And what are we doing? We're transmuting this energy. What does that mean? Let's define that a little deeper. We turned our wound into wisdom. We turn our pain into power. And we turn our trauma into treasure. These are all different phrases that we can use, and we can transmute anything that comes our way. So let's even tap on that. Tap on your heart space again. I turn my wound into wisdom. And again, we got all this Aries energy, right? And guess what? Chiron. Chiron is one of those energies, and that's the wounded to the wisdom. Chiron embodies the wound to the wisdom. This is big energy right now. So I turn my wound into wisdom. I turn my pain into power. I turn my pain into power. And if any emotions are coming up during this, let it come through. That means you're moving energy. And I turn my trauma into treasure. I turn my trauma into treasure. Whew. Let's take a deep breath. Inhale in through your nose. Open your mouth. Exhale it out. Yeah. And so the story of mine continues of every time I healed a symptom, a new medicine arrived. So it was like a new medicine. So food was my first medicine, and sound healing came into my life, and herbalism came into my life, EFT tapping came into my life, breath work came into my life, meditation, like so many different medicines. And so yeah, so that is why, you know, today I can call myself a medicine woman from that pathway. And yeah, so let's go ahead and move some more energy. Let's take a deep breath. Inhale in through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale it out. Let's move that energy. Let's do it again. Let's inhale in through our nose. This time, hold at the top and squeeze your body. Squeeze any parts that you need. Squeeze. So we're squeezing the tension. We're squeezing that to the surface. And then open your mouth, sigh or sound it out. Oh, and we're just releasing, exhaling it out. Sigh it, sound it, move it. This is your ability to transmute. Some of you might already know that you're alchemists and you can transmute, and some of you might be new to this, but guess what? You're on your journey. We're moving that energy. Okay, beautiful. So next we're going to move into Act 2. And so this is the hot seat. And so this is where, you know, intuition is going to come in, both for myself, but also the women I work with. I don't give you the answers. I guide you to your own inner answers. So if you feel called to the hot seat, go ahead and write in the chat what you would like to work on. And so let me give you a little more information for clarity. We want to take your pain, whatever that greatest pain is, suffering, that you are feeling at this moment, at this time, and we want to work to transmute it. So I'm going to guide you with breath, with EFT, and any other modality, medicine modality that wants to come in that is connected to this. And also, even though we're going to start with one woman, and we'll see how much time we have, if we have time for one or two. And even though it's going to be personalized, tailor-made to this woman, there's also an opportunity. If you resonate with anything that comes through, that's how collective works. That's how we amplify when two or more are gathered. Our soul sisters are here. You can tap, you can breathe along, right? You can help, bring the energy to the table. And then whatever resonates, work through your own energy too, if you're not in the hot seat. So you're still going to be doing some transmuting. So go ahead in the chat if anyone, go ahead and if anyone feels called.
Well, Julianne volunteers. I like it. Thank you, Julianne.
Trying to get to the chat. Okay, let's start with it then. Let's see here. Okay, so Julianne, go ahead and take yourself off mute.
Okay.
Okay, let's see if
I love hot seats.
Awesome. Thank you for volunteering. Yes.
Yeah.
So,
especially the little football kind of one. No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
The what?
The little football player ones, I'm kidding. So.
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
The hot seat, get it? The hot ass.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bring it on.
I'm totally joking, but I just, yeah.
Yes, love it. Yeah, bring in the spice. Bring in the spice. We love it. Okay, so remember everyone else that tap along, breathe along, like help us shift the energy, as well as if anything resonates, like this is collective too. It's personal, but if anything resonates, go ahead and work on transmuting your energy as well. Okay, so Julianne, welcome.
Thank you. It's so good. I'm so happy to be here with all of you, and I'm so excited to be a part of this collective. And thank you so much. I really feel grateful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you know what you want to bring, or do you want me to? Do you want it
Yeah.
to? Okay, sure. Go for it.
Yes. I have worked through any pain that I have. What I'm struggling with is as a light worker, I have been completely attacked by darker energies. I've had pounding in my head for 4 years straight every day from astral entities. And I've been to every spiritual specialist. I've been to everything you can imagine. I've had my brain checked, and I found out that it has something to do with the twin flame journey. But I mean, like I was, this started before I even knew my spiritual ability and my spiritual power. Um, and things, past life regressions, there's been like I was a high priestess in Atlantis, and I'm like a really old soul, 2000 years, and so this is all like residual from past lives, and people knowing my spiritual abilities before I was just like a mom and a restaurant owner. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? So I've worked through, I mean, literally every day for 4 years. You can imagine what that is, what that would be like. And so now I'm like, okay, I need a group of women. It still happens. And I have tried clearing my energy. I've tried protecting my energy. I've tried everything. So today we are going to get rid of it. Done.
There you go.
And I would look to all of you for help with that.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing and being so open and real and raw. And it's interesting and synchronistic because I pulled a card today and it was the Golden Atlantean Dragon was the card that
Oh my
came through.
gosh. I've
So,
gotten that golden dragon before.
yeah, so I'll take a picture and put it in the group in the next couple of days so that we can see that. But that was the collective card that I actually pulled.
That's awesome.
Okay, so, and I love, love, love when people come to the table and say, like, I'm like, give me the most difficult cases, because mine was very difficult. And I'm like, give me the ones that are, like,
Good.
let's do this. Okay, so again, I'm going to guide you to your empowerment, right? And your truth, because this is your body knows, your intuition knows what is happening really, right? So we want to, number one, come into our bodies because we want our bodies to speak to us. So let's just start with the breath. Inhale in through your nose. Hold it at the top. Hold, hold, hold. Open your mouth, exhale it out. You can sigh it, sound it out. Okay, and then go ahead and Julianne. Again, anyone else? Adapt as you need. Tap at the top of the head. Okay, so give me a phrase. What comes up first with this?
I am a sovereign being. I am not defined by a twin flame. I think that's really it's been. I have been in touch with my ancestors in heaven. So and then I also have this astral connection, and they're both kind of fighting over. And I'm a firm believer in the light and that we should have free will to live the way we so choose. And this astral connection is trying to tell me to live outside on the ground and, like basically wanting me to basically go. And I don't believe in that.
Okay.
And
so let's break that down. Okay, so let's just really break it down. So do you feel connected to a twin flame?
No.
Okay.
It's
So
a darker.
So say, I don't feel connected to this.
I don't feel connected to this.
Okay, let's tap in the inside the eye. But it's still affecting me.
But it's still affecting me.
Tapping the outside of the eye. And you said you feel it in your head?
Yeah.
So I feel it in my head.
I feel it in my head.
Tap the cheekbone. I feel it in my head.
I feel it in my head.
Take a deep breath, inhale in through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale it out. Come down to right above the lip. You know, sometimes we hear things. People tell us things. People tell us, this is your twin flame. This is this. And we hold on to it. So who cares what anyone else says? Let it go. Say, I let go of what anyone else says.
Mm-hmm.
So repeat that.
I let go of what any other person, entity, or being says. That is not my truth.
Yeah. Tap on your chin. That's not my truth. Repeat
That is
that.
not my truth.
And not only say it, believe it. That is not my truth. Say it firmly.
That is not my truth.
Even firmer.
That is not my truth.
Again.
That is not my truth.
Okay, tap your heart and now tell me it's not your truth. Say it again.
It is not my truth.
Say it again. Believe it.
That is not my truth.
There you go. Okay, let's tap the legs and repeat that over and over. It's not my truth.
That is not my truth.
Or I release my truth. Or I release that truth.
I release that lie.
There you go. I release that lie.
I release that lie.
Release it. Okay,
I
back to the
release
heart.
that lie.
Back to the
With
heart.
all these beautiful women as my witness. I release that lie.
There you go. Now, what's the lie? What is it?
The lie that I am not a sovereign being. That is the lie. That I am bound to any kind of contract or twin flame. That is the lie. Or any kind of darkness.
Okay, so say that again. You just said, I am not a sovereign being. I want you to repeat that. I am not a sovereign being.
I am a sovereign being.
No, say I am not, because we want to say the negative before we get to the positive.
Oh, okay.
Say,
the lie is I'm not a sovereign being.
Yeah, there you go. Say it again.
The lie is that I'm not a sovereign being.
Okay, underneath the armpit. Say it again.
The lie is that I'm not a sovereign being.
Say it, but mean it. Firmer.
Okay. The lie is that I am not a sovereign being, and I release that.
Okay, say it again.
The lie is that I am not a sovereign being of the light, and I release that.
So the reason I'm having you repeat it is because I can read the energy, but I can also read the voice. I can read body language. And even though you're saying it, it's still not, I'm like, I don't believe it yet. I don't believe you yet, right? You have to be so firm in your answer because you are a sovereign being, but you're not believing you're a sovereign being, right? That is exactly what the core of this is. This is the core. We just got to the core of what this is. So tap your rib cage.
Okay.
Keep going with this. Sovereign. Tell me, what's coming up with sovereignty?
I am a sovereign being. I'm just going to preface this. For 5 years, not only have I had that pounding, but I've also had like implants all over with messages confirming that this lie. And so like it's not just that one, it's like constant. I had been programmed. And so for years now, and ever since I went sailing. And so it's like astral beings have tried to take over my life. And so this is where this stops. And I do believe I'm a sovereign being if it comes across as I guess not powerful enough. Maybe that's right there. But as we're doing this, it's actually going. So this is great. It's working.
Yeah. And it may, dissipate. It may repeat. Like something I've been doing as a medicine very much lately is journaling. And I am writing over and over and over again. No to this, yes to this.
Yeah.
No to this, yes to this.
Yes.
And right now you're doubting how powerful you are. You are doubting that you are a sovereign being. And everyone here has probably doubted their sovereignty and their power, right? There's that
Yeah.
quote by Marianne Williamson of how much we doubt our power and we doubt that sovereignty. And so only you can change it, right? And so it's repeating over and over again. And you can even write, and sometimes we're afraid of the negative, right? But we cannot bring in the new unless we release the old, because that old will take up space, right? That old will take up space. And there's that video or visual of like a dirty cup, right? And it's like we want to clear out the dirt and bring in, but we have to be willing to clear out the old.
Right.
And so so let's kind of like close this out, but we're also going to like close with a collective global. So maybe that'll like that, let's just make that sovereign self and power.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds
How do
great.
you feel? Do you feel any different from when we started?
Yeah, I really like the tapping. I feel like it's the I think it's now become physical in my body, and I think that's going to be a process because I firmly believe that I am a sovereign being, 100%. But I think the residual energy is still in my body. So, you know what I'm saying? So that the tapping is great, and any physical stuff I can start doing to release that energy, I think is going to be the key because you know, I know I know for a fact I'm sovereign being of the light. So I don't know, you know, if it comes across that I don't truly believe that, that might be just that residual crap that needs to get out of my auric field and out of my body. So I so appreciate this. I think it's gonna, you know, me keeping practicing that and just constantly doing this, I think it's gonna be, you know, I think it's gonna be the ticket.
Definitely. Yeah. And sometimes, I mean, sometimes I have to write things and work on it over and over and over until it dissipates. But we found the core, right? Like today we found the core. It's that lie that has been told, and people
For a
can tell
long
us
time.
things, and it's stuck in our system, and it's the lie that entities can attack us. You are so freaking powerful. Like entities cannot attack you if when you recognize how powerful you are, how protected you are. But again, if the block is there, so we found the block, which is this belief, this limiting belief that, and this happens, this is how trauma works, right? This is how this is how blocks happen, is there's a lie, there's a limiting belief, there's a trauma, there's something that gets, and we have to work on that until we loosen it, and then bring in the new, which is I'm a sovereign being. I am powerful. I am stronger than any twin flame. I'm stronger than what anybody else says. I'm stronger, more powerful than, you know, this blockage, and recognizing that no one can do anything to us, right? You know, so there could be some. I'm not sure what if you're aware like what your astrology is, but there might be some Cancerian and victimhood too, which again is worth working through as well. So yeah, does all that make sense?
Yes, it does. I'm an Aquarius and Pisces moon and Taurus rising.
Okay. Yeah,
And
Pisces is it's kind of self-sacrificial in the shadow side of things.
yeah, you know, I've been an overgiver my whole life, a mother, you know, but I recognize it and I stopped doing that. So being, you know, I think that is the ticket is just knowing in using my power, and that's what I'm doing right now. This is the pivotal moment, like I am literally putting my sword in the sand with this. So yeah, I so appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. And yeah, with all this portal energy that we mentioned, like now's the time.
Now's the time.
Commit to, you know, EFT or whatever you want, or any other. There's many paths to a destination. Commit to working on it like as much as you can through this portal. Like whenever you feel intuitively called, keep working and unwinding it, and then feel free to like reach out and let me know how it's going, or the group or whatever. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And thank you all for the time.
Welcome. And so how we doing? How we doing on time?
Oh, we are running up right on the hour. I was going to say, I wanted to check in with all of you. Usually we would be in breakout rooms already, but I didn't want to break up the hot seat. It was working quite beautifully for Julianne, so that was my decision. But if you guys have a little bit more time, do you want to go to 10:10 or 10:15 so we can all do a little breakout? Does that work for everyone? Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Okay, everybody's nodding yes, I think. Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Thumbs up. Good. I like that, Tavia.
And then before we go into the breakout rooms, can we do, I have like 10 seconds of
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was going to suggest that you do.
yes, wrap this up. I just want to wrap this part up.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. And then we'll do the breakout rooms and then we'll come back and wrap up completely. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Okay, so just coming back to our Act 3, which is our collective, our global connecting even goddess Gaia, because we have Taurus season coming and we want to ground and center it all. And most of us here are probably entrepreneurs and healers and all different types of ways that we can kind of overflow. And then also, like, when two or more are gathered, there's this amplification to take place. So bringing in what Julianne brought up, as well as all this, we're actually just gonna, instead of going into like meditation or anything, we're just gonna drum it out. And we're just gonna pour all of our energy. Are you able to actually do a song for us? Maybe we can have like a minute or two of a song, and then we can all just drum it out and move energy through our bodies, and then, keep that Julianne brought to the table, right? Like, what is blocking us from being our sovereign self and knowing that we are powerful, that nothing can limit us. Like, that's what we brought to the table today with Julianne's personal, but also collective. So I don't know do you have that for like 1 minute to just drum, 1 or 2 minutes?
Yeah, I was gonna say if you want music, I can share host if you've got something readily available that you want to share into the room.
Or maybe, do you want to do breakout rooms and I can get the song ready and then we can just end with drumming after the breakout rooms?
Yeah, that's
perfect. Let's do that. And that way it'll give me a minute to set up the songs.
Okay, that sounds amazing. Okay, before we go to breakout, let me just share really quick the upcoming dates that we have in the group for live sessions. So if you would like to join us back again, the next thing coming up is the Rainbow Warrior Mermaid Cafe. It's a 30-minute session that we do on the first Thursday of every month. It's at 10 o'clock Pacific time. And it's a heart-centered gathering space where we have a soulful conversation, share wisdom, have authentic connection. May 7th, I'm going to give Lily the floor and have her tell us all about her adventures on the Great Mother March and hear all about her epic journey. So that will be our topic next time we meet. And then the next HerPower Connections networking opportunity will be on Thursday, May 21st. And our featured speaker is still a secret, so stay tuned, and we'll be making an announcement about that soon in the group on Facebook. And absolutely, if you would like to be one of our featured speakers, please reach out to me. You can DM me on Facebook, or you can send me an email at herpower.retreats@gmail.com. I can drop that in the chat really quick. We love to be able to highlight and showcase what our amazing Rainbow Warrior Mermaid group members do, and just like Aiah is doing this morning, it's just like so amazing and so powerful to hear from each and every one of you. Last but not least, we want to make sure you know about our biggest event of the year, the HerPower Heart Energy Retreat in Croatia. That's where the Rainbow Warrior Mermaids meet in person every September to connect with our inner wisdom, our courage, our authentic voice, through astrology, through reflective practices, meaningful conversation, time in the incredible beauty and energy of the Adriatic coast. You'll create space to realign with your deepest calling and step forward with renewed clarity and vitality. And we just have 3 spaces left now. So if this is something that speaks to you, even if it's just a little tingle, I really encourage you to go check out the herpower-retreats.com website, because just like the divine feminine calls us to community, she also is calling us into retreat. That's something that's always been a part of the power that is the feminine. And that's where the most authentic, truest version of ourselves emerges, when we give ourselves space to receive our calling. So with that, let's move into the breakout rooms. I'm going to put 2 people in each room so that there's plenty of time to talk and we don't need a super long breakout session. So we'll probably just do 10 minutes, and that gives each person about 5 minutes to share what you're currently creating. Feel free to ask for support or collaboration, share your contact information, reflect on what came through today, connect with someone whose energy resonates with you. We've had some really amazing connections and collaborations come out of these HerPower Connections events over the past year. So it's really a beautiful opportunity to get to know more people, to create some incredible alliances.
So if you have just 3 more minutes, we're going to just drum it out, move our bodies, dance party it out. Like, oh, best way to, I love dance parties. So bring our soul sisters together. And I did choose a song for Phoenix because we got a lot of fire energy. And I know that's kind of also this collective. Phoenix is a part of the, you know, brand, if you will, on brand, but also, I mean, with all this fire energy, let's bring in the Phoenix and the transmutation. So as you move, drum it out, drum it back to Goddess Gaia. We're going to call in, you know, just bring in Goddess Gaia, bring in the earth, and tap into your body. Your body knows the truth. It knows what lies they're holding on to. So shake it, tap it, do whatever you need to do, get in child's pose, listen to your body. And we got 3 minutes to do this. So let me get the sound up. Can you hear it?
No.
No. Okay, so the sound didn't come through. Okay, so I gotta share sound. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Share sound. Oh, share screen. I think if I share screen, it'll let me share sound. Okay, let's try this.
I'm done feeling shame, done
Okay,
hiding
perfect.
away.
Go for it.
Calling my tribe, resurrect my light. Abundance is a vibe, wild woman ignite. I'm ready to break right out of this cage. I'm ready to soar like a lion, I roar. Burn me alive like a phoenix, I rise. Like a phoenix, like a phoenix, like a phoenix, I rise. Like a phoenix, like a phoenix, like a phoenix, I rise. No more hiding, no more disguises, no more playing smart. I'm feeling, I'm healing for the good of all. Like thunder and lightning, like a volcano rising, like a mountain in the sky. Ignite my mind, my essence is magic. You don't have to like it. Take these disguises, burn them alive. I'm ready to break right out of this cage. I'm ready to soar like a lion, I roar. Burn me alive like a phoenix, I rise. Like a phoenix, like a phoenix, like a phoenix, I rise. Like a phoenix, like a phoenix, like a phoenix, I rise.
Dance with the flame, you are transformed, slowly becoming reborn. The embers take you, fire creates you, breakthrough, breakthrough. Shifting from love, pulses right through me. Have faith in heart that guided and knew me, breakthrough, breakthrough.
Like a phoenix, I rise.
Good job, everyone.
That was great.
Yeah, definitely.
What's the name of the artist in case anybody wants to download that?
That is Katrina Rain with a K. Katrina Rain, and it's called Phoenix.
RAIN?
RAIN. Yes, correct, for rain.
Thank you so much. I mean, that was just like perfect. Really like matched the Aries energy. I feel like it's the right fit. So thank you everyone for joining us. Does anybody want to just throw like one word out there, something that's sticking with them as they walk away? You can put it in chat too. That's fine.
Sovereignty. Sovereignty.
Definitely sovereignty, and this was amazing. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining us. Keep shining your light in the world. Remember, we are not walking this path alone. Have a beautiful rest of the day, and I hope to see you all soon.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.